Welcome back to my playthrough of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, the first in the Danganronpa series. When we last left off, there was a murder and an investigation, and now we are about to step foot into the trial. What I assume is the first trial. I honestly not sure what to expect here, but I'm assuming it's gonna be fun. Let's see. Open e-handbook. Set skills. Do I have any skills? Oh, Melodious Voice. I got that from Maizo. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during battle. Okay. I don't think I have anything else, so... Handbook. Let's do it! Trial! All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Oh, it's voiced.
Your votes
My
will
throat's so
determine
tired.
the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will...
And the killer really is one of us, right?
I got click happy there. I'm gonna be fully honest, I said that I would probably do it next time for the last video. I did. I remember restarting, so this is right after the last video.
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Oh, that's what Ishimaru sounds like.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Okay, well, and there's
Before we move on and start the trial,
Keith Silverstein.
can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
X, they're
I'd
dead.
feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Fan fiction.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble.
Why is there
Get ready
16
to get
seats?
started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Okay. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I notice, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, absolutely. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your... put into your truth cylinder. What? Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well, then good luck and have fun. What? Make your argument. Evidence of struggle.
I assert that the
So
one who
how do
was
I-
murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Wait, so how do I...
We know that part already.
And the murder took place
Oh!
in Makoto's room.
What did I do?
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
I don't
She
think...
didn't even have a chance to resist.
So what is this?
No, that's wrong.
I'm assuming that just allows me to like slow down so I can make sure I hit the right thing.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Okay, so the truth bullets are to find contradictions. Got it.
With
Yeah,
the
there
way
was
things had been
struggle.
damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Oh, she has an accent. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to hide.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
I'll add the accent now. But I got a pretty good voice for her, I think.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Oh, I like his voice.
Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, so
De
what's
Pepe.
next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It's almost like we're fighting for our lives. Where have you been? We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay, so again, make your argument. Kitchen knife set. Okay.
So what was used to kill her?
What was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
It
Without
was
a
a
doubt,
knife.
that is the murder weapon.
Duh.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Okay, they're only giving me one option, it would seem.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on.
No, that's wrong.
Got it. And I think I pressed the space bar just like looking for things.
No. I do think it was a knife.
And I think
but
it,
not
it
just
sped
any
it
knife.
up.
I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Well, it was so obvious. All right. I
Okay,
mean,
so
no,
the
it
murder
wasn't.
weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Oh, okay. His voice is much more laid back than I mean, I gave him pretty laid back, but I gave.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Says you. Can I still do this? You killed her.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments.
Thank
Otherwise,
you,
what's
Kitty
the
Kitty.
point of the trial?
She knows
Well,
the
we
truth.
can talk all we
She's
want.
smart.
It's not going to change that
She's a
conclusion.
smarty pants.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. You can concentrate by holding the space key. Okay. Well, your concentrating time will slow down. Why did E slow it down then? On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck. Then why did E do it? Because it was E that stopped it. Always account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But
Okay,
where
E
does
also
that get
works, then.
us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining room.
No, that's wrong.
Because Aoi was, or Asahina was there. I don't like calling her Aoi. Her name is Aoi. Aoi.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
What are you talking about? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. Good night, I love you too. So not. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
Ooh, got you there.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Why don't you
No,
think?
he definitely wasn't there.
Thank you.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Alibi.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
What are you talking about? I'm so much smarter than you.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
That's a good question. I mean, there could be accomplices. We're not. She's not. I'm not. Nothing happened there. But
each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But they didn't know that, so that doesn't really clear anything up,
But
really.
what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Jesus, way to suck out the fun out of everything.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Oops, probably nothing. Don't worry about it. Bye.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Sounds good.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
You guys are really quick to just jump on to accusing someone without any really good evidence.
I can.
Oh!
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to
Aw,
have to ask,
besties.
but just to be sure,
Or more, you don't know.
Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Ooh, what the heck
But
is this supposed to
then,
mean?
couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Sleepover!
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Of course it's not against the stuff, otherwise we wouldn't be alive. Or well, I
So,
guess
I don't think that's a problem.
Makoto, specifically, wouldn't be alive.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Poor Sakura, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry.
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
That was just disrespectful.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Possibility. She's so
Actually,
cute. I love her
there
accent.
is one other
She
possibility.
seems like a menace to
right,
society,
Hina?
but very cute.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh. Okay, so either Junko or Sayaka. Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
So she grabs the knife. Again, that explains why there's not a bunch of gold plating on her hand. Her hands. But only on her wrist. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... well, obviously Sayaka.
I got it!
Yes!
Then Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
I mean, that's
the
only
only
I can think of.
possibility.
Huh.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Let's say Kirigiri, like, solved this whole thing, because she just seems really like, I know what happened here. But let's just say she solved this whole thing. That would totally explain why he would have to come to the conclusion in order to come to terms with it, because it sounds like our little Miss Sayaka might have attacked someone else. Leon is who I can assume, but...
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Oh, right.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
You guys have to look at all the evidence before you can start accusing anyone. Damn. I didn't do something. They're gonna blame me for murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't
Thank
you say?
Kirigiri.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
I am talking in riddles.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Should have been missing. Your first Hangman's Gambit. About to begin. I'd like to hear more, of course. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, and then press the left mouse button to shoot their desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. This gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can just figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. Oh, it's already gave me a thing. Okay. H? Oh, okay. Oh, hair! His hair should have been there. Right? There it is. And...
Now I understand! That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yep.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
That's
It wouldn't be
really
unusual
true.
at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Right, so why would I? That makes so much sense.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
But her body was there, so that would be the trace.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case,
No, it really
they would have
doesn't.
had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Right.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Don't act like you were in this.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
No, like you don't know.
The killer got rid of it all, of course,
Cicely,
to
I'm
remove
sorry.
any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to
Like
hear
what?
these reasons.
I would like to hear these reasons too.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Oh, right. The handle was completely torn off. But if it were the handle was like screwed off, but if it were me, I would have known that, and then I would have.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Yeah,
There was clear evidence left behind.
The doorknob.
Do you remember?
Do you remember, Makoto? The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence proves that it is. It's the doorknob. About to say.
I got it!
I got
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Look at my power pose. I'm so smart. Kyoko said it was a bewildering fact. I almost didn't notice it at first, but it was that key point there. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. Thank you. No matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. I say thank you because I want the little chop it up challenge. I don't want to be handed the answers. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because of, okay, I figured we got it. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Now as you may know, we actually turned up our logic pretty high, so. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
I'm not gonna have to
She then fled
shoot
into the
down yours.
bathroom.
You're too smart.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
That's
because
true.
Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
Because it wasn't locked. The door frame.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because
I
it
got a
was
wonky
stuck.
door frame.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame
What are you
quite right.
talking about? I know what I had to struggle.
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Yeah, surprisingly, he's not lying. Isn't that fun? Woo!
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Hey, well, actually, maybe he's the lucky student because that clears him of suspicion. So...
That's not lucky at all.
Oh, you suck.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Oh, the nameplates. Because someone switched the nameplates. Sayaka was on Makoto's room. And then Makoto...
Everyone
Sayaka's
should
room.
have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Oh, you're so cryptic. One important detail is something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked, which means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it!
They didn't know
The
that.
killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
You're assuming the culprit is a dude, but I already know who it is. Like, I'm almost positive. Why would she write the name?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening.
That is...
Unless you were trying
a
to
definite
cover your track.
possibility.
No, I'm kidding.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Yeah, that seems about right.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Nope. I'm cleared. Let's go, baby.
Okay, then who did do it?
I don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. Totally. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
No, that's not how this works.
But
can you imagine?
what happens if we
I'm
can't
done.
decide?
Bye, guys.
Well then, why don't we just vote right now?
Oh, wait, it is a
Majority
game,
rules.
isn't it? No, that's... Oh, God, you guys are stupid.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
No.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here.
Maybe you
Someone
think it's a good idea.
seriously needs to do something.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Oh, I thought someone intelligent was about to talk, but I guess you will have to do.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Definitely. I mean, picking a lock. Oh, no, because Sayaka would have had to let him in, right?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then
Where'd she
maybe
put the
someone
knife?
picked the lock?
Because we can assume, unless told otherwise, that she went right before meeting up with Makoto and got the knife then. So where the heck was the knife?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
Not sure how that works. I mean, it's with a key, so it probably is pickable, but...
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Reason, there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room. I already have the answer. Is it switching rooms? Like, why did they switch rooms to begin with?
I got it!
Yeah, okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Yeah. Unless she was attacking someone?
What if her being scared was a lie?
I thought about that.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
Why would she lie about something like that?
She could have planned the attack.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Oh!
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see you in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I
said
shaded in the top
signed
sheet with a
Sayaka,
pencil.
So, oh, okay. Well, she definitely invited the person, so she must have been the one to attack. That is the only explanation that makes sense. It was a farce.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Yeah.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and
Yeah.
I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
The one I said, nah, it doesn't seem relevant.
Huh? Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
It said Sayaka,
Then
didn't
either
it?
it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
It said... It said Sayaka, am I crazy? I'm pretty sure it said signed Sayaka.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature.
There you go. See,
Sayaka's signature.
I'm like, am I going crazy? Does no one see Sayaka? Maybe it is just numbers on the wall. I don't know. Then the note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
It's a farce. She was a farce in us.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
That's assuming it's a guy, but again, with the toolkit idea that I said, that would do that, and then of course, just almost positive it's Leon, because it said his name on the thing, and I...
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Yeah, sure.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Huh? You said doesn't? You said... What? Okay.
Very well then. Pay attention.
I'm curious. Oh, there we go. Non-stop debate. Make your argument. Dorm nameplates. Oh, she's going to argue that of course it was marked.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yes, it does.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
Because we'll switch nameplates. I'm so focused, guys. I'm sorry.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
How do they have evidence? They're like, here, this is proof. But we don't have, like, do we have photos or cameras?
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
You. No. I think it was actually Sayaka, because she was the one that called. Right?
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about. In just 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Definitely.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To frame Makoto?
To understand that,
Sounds like that would be to frame him.
we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Okay, so she probably called, again, who I'm assuming to be Leon based off of the freaking name. Leon, whatever. Must have called him in attempts to kill him, and then she was going to accuse Makoto because they switched rooms. She was going to frame Makoto.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Look, yes, but I don't think...
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Definitely.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Right, but if they used it to break, then why would he be holding it?
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Gold. Ba 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 ba.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Yep.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
All that glitter is gold.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
No duh.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? So we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Are you getting used to the non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading in multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Okay, so I have to figure out which part's the... Got it. So it's getting a little bit difficult, sir. More difficult. Refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder. Okay. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. You can use the mouse wheel. Oh, okay, good. I like that. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will load it into your cylinder. It's set to mean. So it'll be all of them, pretty much, right? Oh. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist!
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Huh. Sword was used first and then the knife came afterward? Is that really the order of events? That leads to some unexplainable details.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Oh, wait.
That's when the first blow was dealt.
Wait.
A sword-based sneak attack.
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Knife set.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
The sheath. Yes.
And that's exactly what happened.
Has to be the sheath, right? Sword is used first.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Okay.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Nailed it.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with this.
Okay, I can access this. I want to make sure I do not want easy regulations before guard presence. So I can actually go into my truth bullets and okay, cool. At any point I can go into my truth bullets. Of the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
Yep.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Sorry, I got excited.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true.
Right, you'd use
With
it
the
more as
sheath
like
on,
a
it'd be heavy and bulky and
protect
useless
myself
as shit.
kind of situation, right?
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
True.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Sayaka.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out.
Oh,
the
I'd love to hear
culprit
it.
came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Why would she invite the person over, though? I mean, yes, that's possible, but why would she personally invite the person over?
So she
think she
grabbed
attacked
the sword
first.
to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
Oh, and of course, the gold. Gold. If she'd grabbed the sword to defend herself, there would have been gold plating all over her hands.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
I agree.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her palms. Her hands. They have no gold plating on them. Part of her body. Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
There's no gold plating on those.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off.
Yeah.
All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
Indeed.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No. Probably because there was still gold plating on her wrist.
No, that's not it at all.
The water. Oh! Water was off. She was afraid of water.
According
Don't
to
you
the
know she's
Monokuma
hydrophobic?
file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Yup.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
So how did the culprit get their hands clean? Who cares? There's probably some way they could have done it.
Oh my.
Gross.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
What?
An insult, obviously.
I like being a little stinky.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka. The killer.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Yup.
Sayaka?
Yeah, I figured as much.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Definitely seems like that.
She took the knife from the kitchen.
Wait, I was right. I was
then
technically
invited the
right about
culprit to the room she was staying
She's
in.
like, she's either gonna be murdered or she's going to murder. Turns out she was attempting. One of them succeeded in the other.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Oh, the way she just said Makoto.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on
I'm gonna
you.
do that from now on.
That is a possibility.
Whenever I voice her, that's how I'm gonna say Makoto. Makoto.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Sounds about right to me.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Yeah.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Who would they believe? You guys didn't believe me to begin with.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Oh, you took advantage of me.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying
I don't
she
base
had
off
this
of
all planned out?
popularity.
Holy...
Based off of evidence.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
Yeah. That sounds about right to me.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Oh, Makoto, my buddy, Naegi, my boy. You have to face the facts. That's the evidence there.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide
accuse someone else and do the thing. I just want to get to the punishment part. Seriously. Or just like turn on each other and all that kind of stuff. That's much more entertaining than this.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
How much time have you set?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Yeah, dude. I totally forgot the whole point of this. I thought we were just having a nice conversation.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously. I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. The room? I mean, the trash room? Trash duty.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Oh, that's wrong? It's wrong. Keep trying to disrupt the trial, you're gonna...
Shoot!
Oh.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Hold on. Dying message, series of numbers. Okay, that could be it. I mean, Hey, we'll get to the conclusion faster, right? And then what is Awie's account? Aoi swears that Makoto did not. I think it's that, so maybe?
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
Dying message?
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Wait, no, hold on. That's right, there is still a clue left that can lead us to the killer. Sayaka left it behind. Yeah.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
Circle your name. Of course, you would say that.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
But there's also the trash room. There's like the crystal ball or glass ball.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Okay,
there must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Right now, in editing, I'm gonna go in, and I am going to flip this over, and you guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes, because of the index finger. There's no question. Because of her left index finger.
I got it!
The fatal wound, you know, she died.
The left
dying
index
message.
finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Well, what if she always wrote with her left hand?
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it.
Oh, that would also explain why it's so boxy, because she knew it would be easy. Oh, it'd be easier. Oh, with the
What the
non-dominant
heck
hand.
do those numbers mean? 11037?
Again, flip it. You can see it now.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're
not
not
numbers. Thank you. I love you, Kirigiri. I told you I love Kirigiri.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
I have an unfair advantage. I've always been able to read upside down. I'm not sure what the heck it is. I just have always been able to read upside down.
Huh? What? What?
I used to flip books upside down just to mess with people.
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Says Leon.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
An N?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
How do they not see it? I don't. Again, I can read upside down, so that's my advantage, but it's no use. I just don't know. I do.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Thank you, Kirigiri. Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Can I say it? Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. Select someone. It literally says... How anyone misses this? It's beyond me.
Here's my answer.
Leon. It literally says Leon.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Let's just ignore the fact that Kirigiri just said that.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. Leon. Or more accurately, Leon.
What?
Eh.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Oh, coincidence, dude.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, you're getting pretty defensive.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Again, I can read upside down.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Well, you are, it would appear.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The clothes? Incinerator, burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Feels like everything's pretty laid
As
out.
the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have
It's not
gotten
very
some of her
difficult,
blood
at
on
least
them.
not right now. Maybe it'll get harder as we go along.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Look, his shirt is a white button-up. Case closed.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
I have the question, are we wearing the same outfit? Not, obviously not the exact same outfit because he wouldn't have a change of clothes, but are we wearing the exact same kind of outfit every single day? We just have a closet full of, oh, all right, let's go and get my outfits for the day. Same as yesterday, but different.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
He just has a button up. He has
With
a
just that
jacket.
one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure
Like,
who it
maybe
belongs
that is
to.
a button up, but it's like bedazzled.
You're right.
Wants to be a
That alone
superstar.
isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
I got it.
I think so.
I got it. Burnt remains the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention. How the heck
I got
was
it!
it disposed of?
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Easy.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
You chucked it. You are a baseball boyo. You can throw it.
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in.
Yeah.
And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
But would you have missed the thing? And also, or you know, the little bit of the sleeve. And then also the incinerator was turned on and it was never turned off.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, you don't even dare.
Guess you didn't understand. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. That's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Yeah, it's the shattered crystal ball, right?
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
True.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy.
No, that's wrong.
Nope, you just have to check the crystal ball. Or, again, it's a glass ball. Sorry.
Hold on. I think I know how
Cocked it.
someone can dispose of the
Yeah.
evidence without
Don't you
using
dare
the trash
accuse
room
me.
key.
Look at his face. Look at yeah. Don't you dare try to accuse me.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? Mm-hmm. It's busted to hell.
Yep.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got scammed out of $1,000,000 yen. Killer had to use a glass ball in a certain way, which was to throw it.
I got it!
Dine with
The
it.
killer
Is that what it
simply
said?
took aim at the incinerator
Except it's dine
switch
with it.
and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
Let's have a lovely dinner with it.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned on the incinerator. I understand. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Yeah.
Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
I mean, you're the ultimate baseball player.
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
That's true.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Maybe not for the ultimate baseball player, as I said multiple times.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so.
Because the killer is the ultimate clairvoyant. Ultimate baseball player.
I got it!
Star. Baseball
because
star.
the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
I love her face. Oh, I am seeing through the eyes of the one who sees. I don't know.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still
we do?
won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with
Okay.
that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
Definitely.
Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes! Why do you ask me? Maybe it's because people just play it and play it and play it over and over again. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. I love comic books! However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Begin. Oh. Ooh. I like the song. Do do do. Okay, okay, so right before, how do I Can I? Oh, okay. Right before the killer comes in. This, probably? She attacketh. And then he... Maybe this one? They use that object to deflect Sayaka's attack, which is why the evidence was damaged. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just do this one. So she... runs into the bathroom. Realizes the door can't open. And then... Huh? After she was stabbed, Sayaka used the last of her strength to leave something behind. Okay, so this is after she died. He grabs the lint roller. And then he grab the ball. Oh wait, there's the thing. Okay, then that's probably where that goes. Toss this in there. And then this gets left behind. Okay. What's in the front? Okay, so this must be this. Hold on, I want to make sure. Comes to the room. Room's attack. Swings, realizes that's there behind. Goes for another attack. Blocks, then... I can't tell if it's that one or this one. What? The killer countered attacks with an attack of her own. What did they do next? I'm guessing the thing was knocked out of her hand. That's the best thing I can say. Tried to get in. Oh, okay. So maybe this one is actually this one. Da 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 da. Clean da ba da ba. Clean da ba da ba da da. I think that's everything. I'm starting to realize that frames actually get redone. Ah, there you go. See? So this actually was already... Okay. Okay. If it's been redone, then it's definitely not it. I'm still hesitant to see if it... Okay, I'm guessing it's that the thing gets dropped. Okay,
the killer
hopefully that's
is
right.
You!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Okay, that was right. Ba-dum-ba-dum.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room.
Yep.
From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Mm-hmm. Sounds alright.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Good. Good. I'm glad I realized that last second.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
She ended up dropping the... Ah, okay. Wait, what? What is this one then? Is it this one? I'm not sure.
The killer is you! During the struggle,
Oh, okay.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
I just wanted to see how thick she was, sorry.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. I think everything else is right.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I'd told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Oh. Ugh, death.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
I clearly know what's going on. It's just like, what specifically is it asking
To keep
of
the
me?
killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
Bye-bye.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
I'm just a clean freak. I'm just, you know, probably wouldn't expect that from me, but I'm a clean freak.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing
Oh, sorry.
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball,
Very quick
which
happy.
he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Nailed it.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
This was a pretty easy case, though.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Nailed it.
Part of the shirt they'd
for that
thrown
one
into
part
the
I knew
fire
I got wrong.
burnt
I'm like-
away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right? Leon.
Leon.
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right?
Oh, I didn't even put that one together. Good catch,
Seeing the
Maggie.
ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object?
Hell yeah.
Hell
I do.
yes, I object!
I
Of
figured.
course I do! I object! I object! I object!
This is not Phoenix Wright. Calm yourself.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
I believe the proper term is objection. But again, I'm not Phoenix Wright either.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Bruh.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
Huh?
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? What the heck is that? Sometimes, during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the bullet BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with a rhythm. Oh, so this is what melodious voice helps with. Match your button presses with each tempo maker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked with the left mouse button on the tempo marker reaches the center. Okay, I see. Use the method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Okay. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this up and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does timing for each hitting button, so watch out for that. Ugh, I'm not the best at rhythm games, whatever. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. Well, I can already see its toolkit. Thank you for that. Beat their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you'll fail. Well, then good luck and have fun. Okay,
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
The toolkit, got it. Okay. What did the killer use to take apart the bathroom?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
This is the remark of a very innocent man. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay. So I think...
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Strike.
This should prove it.
The toolkit! Okay, that was easy. I did set the
screws on
gameplay
the bathroom
difficulty to
doorknob
gentle,
were
so maybe I'll
removed.
adjust that later. But that was okay for my first time doing it.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Naturally.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
That's a great answer.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm the screwdriver, will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
You've been caught, bruh.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh, the blackened has been found. A. Let's go, buddy. I don't know if S is a possibility though, so shouldn't get too excited. Oh, how many coins did I get? Hold on. This is extremely important. 77 coins. Frick. Yes, baby. That's how you get all the coins.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Oh,
you all
you're
have a
so
lever
screwed.
in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all,
Can I actually choose the wrong one?
make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
Oh, it is time to vote!
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Monica, I think we know who
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
No clue. Totally don't know the culprit. Oh, I can't vote. That would have been funny if I could actually press the wrong one. And Leon. Again, I knew from the dying message it was Oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? But I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a... What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why
I killed her first.
none of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It's a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if we came up with it was really the truth, and the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. She was! But, you know... Oops. Maybe that's true. I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind... It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. Why? I can't afford to be stuck in here. One thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. Sayaka.
I
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. I mean, I knew it. I had a feeling that was a signal of maybe she was going to be murdered or murdered, but I thought she'd be much more of a murderer, I'm not gonna lie. That's why Sayaka, the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was full of it. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Aw, Daggy. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but indeed she's descended into pure madness. Despair? What'd you say?
Phew.
What did you say? I understand, really I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, and the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Oh, she protecting me. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise. I love them. They need to marry. They need to have wonderful little babies together.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping, and then I would have had to kill you! You just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Black and Leon Kawada will receive his punishment!
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. I would say that, but you went through the trouble of going back to your room, getting the toolkit, getting the screwdriver, and unscrewing the door. You could have just left and been like, oh, okay, that was done. So, was it self-defense?
Okay.
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. That's what I just said. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. And am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you are doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had an unclouded intent to commit a murder.
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
are you sure? We were closer to her than You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
What do I? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. You shouldn't be fighting each other. You should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice or something?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for! The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Oh, no.
Hey!
No more begging, no
come
more
on
excuses.
now.
We must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it!
Stop! Please!
You killed someone. Seems like a fair trade.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Guetta, the ultimate baseball star!
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh, that's a catchphrase.
No!
Gotta admit, I'm kind of curious what this is gonna turn out like. I mean, I'm sorry, Leon. Oh, I got a hammer. Boink! Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Wait, Faye. Oh, what the change in art style? Actually, wait, this was the art style of the guy at the beginning, right? In the rocket. Whoa. Okay. Huh? Are they gonna is he gonna like it's like stoning but with baseball? The 1,000 blow. Whoa. Oh. What is Manaku? Oh, it worked so well. I wasn't expecting this. It's still pink, guys. It's still pink. Wow. That is brutal. You see? I wasn't joking around. This was amazing! Oh, I had so much fun pelting him with his baseballs. Who knew the thing he hated the most would be the death of him? We saw that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woo! Extreme! Mad much! Adrenaline is popping right out of control! Yeah. What's going on?
I can't take it. I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Why, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, frick you. Why the frick are we doing all this evil stuff?
What the heck?
Why the frick are you doing all this evil stuff to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well... And so, why are you putting on an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's all outdoors. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Pizza. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound you into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry. But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. Yeah. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut for free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Sure. Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here together forever.
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills!
Anyway, let's
Kills!
get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all. Huh? What?
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Wait, I didn't even... I thought they just meant... What? Like I said everything I forgot to say. Sorry, I've said everything I forgot to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. I'm out. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear. Ah! Hello, Mom. Hello, Mama. Let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something you like.
Makoto.
Like to hear. I got... Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trials started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. Double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know. Oh. Oh, because she, Is that what she's getting at? That she left the message for him? I guess that's possible. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However...
Even if I can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Or maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Aw, Kiri, that's really sweet. We don't know if that's really the case, but... It's really sweet that she even tried to comfort. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Maybe you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Past their deaths. I can never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka. I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. She is so friggin' cute. I love her so much. She's my favorite. I'm sorry. She's my favorite. She said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. Uh-huh! I see the callback.
What?
Huh? She looks genuinely befuddled. She's like, what? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Aww. Chapter 1 to survive. The end. Wow. To be continued. We received the Despair Bat present. And with that, that sounds like a great place to end this. Thank you again so much for joining me in this. This is such a fun game. There's a lot of twists and turns. We have so many mana coins, so we're probably going to hit the store next time around. But again, it was so much fun. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like so I know that you want more Danganronpa content. And, subscribe for similar content, because I'm not just posting Danganronpa, even though it seems like that. I swear I post other things, including Valorant voice trolling, different gameplays of Oculus games, or Quest games, sorry. So, stay tuned for that. Leave a comment of anything you like. Please do not leave any spoilers, and, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!